What's up? I'm putting this video up. Start off, get right into it. We are all the same. And let's come from our research, right? And I know it kind of boils down to, the melanin in our skin and stuff like that, but think about it. We all need the sun for to live, right? And that's our vitamin D, right? Etc. Help feed the plants, make the plants grow, oxygen, heat, everything, right? Light, everything. Now, how white people got white, how Asians became Asian, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, will probably be based on geographical, where you at, right? Probably what you eat, everything. Y'all picked up language because wherever you was living at the time, that's what y'all adapted to and figured out how to communicate with. Now, some people was in the mountains and caves, etc. Now, black people was under the sun. And we fed the land, and land gave us fruits, vegetables, and all types of stuff in return. Now, we think in thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, we eating fruits, vegetables, herbs, and was ahead of our time and connecting to our ancestors. So now we getting information back from our ancestors, and we fueling our bodies, and our pineal glands are open. Now, this part of the world, they just eat animals for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Animals. That's what y'all put in your race. That's what you basically gave your race. Now, you got, when they start sharecropping with us, we giving them the herbs and all types of stuff in return. They showing us how to slaughter animals and herd cattle and kill them and produce food like that. So we all get together and show each other what we was raised on. Now, you can take the person generation. Now, they skin probably, their skin tone was different, probably based on geographical. In the mountains, no sunlight for thousands and thousands of years. We not in the mountains. We in Africa, directly under the sun. So that can possibly feed your generation more melanin than another race because we was ahead of our time, right? Now, we all started probably all black. Everybody probably was black at one point in time, one color. Like I told you, everybody migrated to different places and did different stuff. This is my interpretation of everything I'm picking up. Now, other people had different agendas. We probably weren't even thinking malicious at the time when a certain group was thinking malicious. And they put a plan in play that will stop us from growing and feeding our generation this knowledge from our ancestors and this direct melanin. Go in buildings, live in buildings, stay away from the sun. And they made us think getting darker was a bad thing. I was listening to some guy, and he was a young Farrell. I'm gonna give a shout out to my man. He said, black people, think of the first person that made you think getting blacker was a bad thing. Now, of course, we don't know that it came from a different race or something like that, but when you're in school, get out of here, boy, you black as shit. Girls are players back in the day. If we super dark or something like that. Or if your hair was nappy and not curly, it'd be like, it pees the hair so. Or the mom be doing the kid hair, like he stated, I'm quoting from my man. Girl, I'm put a perm in your hair. I'm tired of combing your nappy behind here, right? Now, this is years, man, like, and then, drugs was introduced to our neighborhoods and, guns and all types of stuff. Poverty, we stopped farming and all that kind of stuff probably. But poverty coming in, we sent to the ghetto, you know what I mean? Because a lot of us probably found that these properties was cheaper. At the time, it's like, man, I just need a roof over my kid's head, my family head. I don't care about living in the suburbs. Plus, I only can get this factory job because there's no way to farm in the city. I'm telling you, we was forced to the city to live this weird life. Like, now, other people, family, focusing on building businesses up. Not saying black people, because if you go back to Tulsa, the Black Wall Street, we had a nice big community. Towns, sheriffs, judges, doctors, lawyers, black people. So we know how to prosper, owning banks, gas stations, etc. We know what to do. But when we presented with this craziness, you know what I'm saying, they was going through all types of wars back in the day, so we was catching the aftermath of that, getting drafted into the war. You gotta get drafted. Glad they ain't knock on my folk door, like, or knock on my door when I was a young boy. I'm not going to no war. Like, that don't even make sense. I don't even know what I'm fighting for. How's it benefit my family? Seeing veterans come home, man, they one leg, man, on the corner begging for change, man. Like, no, I mean, but a lot of obstacles was against certain races, man. Now, I'm going to quote something that another person said, and it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, if a black man pick up a gun, a young black man pick up a gun, shoot somebody, he's a thug, send him to jail the rest of his life. A Chinese person pick up a gun, he has mental issues. Get him help. A white person pick up a gun, he has mental issues. Get him help. A Puerto Rican, a Mexican, Hispanic pick up a gun, he's a thug. Let's help build this wall, keep them out of here. White person do a mass shooting, he has mental issues. A Middle Eastern person do a mass shooting, he's a terrorist, period. So it's like, and if a white person do a mass shooting, he has mental issues. He's not labeled to no, he's not associated with a group, Al-Qaeda, none of that crazy stuff. He's not associated with anything. And this is a disclaimer. This is my disclaimer. I'm not really saying, this is just my opinion. You know what I mean? What I conjured up from all these videos I'm watching, I'm like, why is I'm introduced with all this knowledge? Why? Maybe I'm supposed to just tell one person. One person probably just supposed to look at this video and get something. I'm probably not that guy supposed to get 1 million views and be big. I probably can't even talk in front of a bunch of people. I'm not sure. Never really did it, but it's probably meant for one person to hear this, because I'm that one person that heard all these other people. And it's like, something's not making sense. Like, whatsoever. I mean, I'm back up. It's all starting to make sense, right? And I knew I was different, because it's like, how I was raised, I knew something wasn't right. I'm like I was tortured. Like, I mean, my parents just beat the shit out of me, man. Like, I mean, like, real rap, get smacked for dumb shit. Like I used to wet the bed when I was young, right? So I would get a beating for wetting the bed. Like, my mom would whoop me crazy, like, and she would say she tired of washing clothes and shit like that, right? All right, but what you think that did to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, real rap, like, that had to do something. Like, I can't pinpoint and say what the fuck it did to me, but if I mess up in school, I would get whooped, right? Parents beat the shit out of me. You know what I mean? I remember one time I got caught hooking in school. Mom smacked fire at me. My explanation was, not anyone said explanation. She immediately was like, got me spending all this money on these tokens. I'm like, damn. I mean, not the, like, damn, my son don't like school. I gotta try to get him into schools or figure out a way, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't got the answers for you. At that time, I'm young. So I'm just telling you what, you know, certain people go through, and it's kind of like, how did I still end up in this direction? Like, I supposed to got killed At 18, I was in the streets crazy, right? I ain't gonna say I was supposed to got killed. Like, I almost lost my life. Um, I got shot right here. Got shot in the face, 32 revolver. And I was in the streets selling drugs, crazy. Went to jail so many times in them streets. But I wasn't really hustling to become a kingpin. I knew it. Like, I thought, because I was scared to be a kingpin. I'm like, somebody gonna kill me or I'm going to jail for 70 million years. It's like, I never wanted to be the biggest drug dealer. I had plenty of opportunities. I had to plug a few times where as though, like, I could have turned up. And anybody that's watching this video, they probably know, like, I always held back a teeny bit. Like, I never was on the block 24/7. I always try to get somebody to hustle for me. Not saying that's the right thing to do, but it was like, damn, when I hustle, I go to jail. Like, I caught a couple drug cases. I'm like, I can't be out here, so I'd rather get the money away, get some bread away to help me make my money back plus a little profit or something, or pay the plug or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the situation. So it's like, I started thinking about, like, the fuck? Like, once I really start spending my bread, it's like, oh, I might as well keep my money. Because now I got to try to get this money back, pay somebody to help me get this bread back, and, you know, try to re-up and grab double. But I'm taking a loss with this person. I'm taking a loss with this person, you know what I mean, messing up, or this person went to jail. So it's like, damn, then you doing it for sneakers and stupid shit. But me, like, I see my homies get Dougie every day, and not saying I wasn't, but I'm like, this shit is stupid. Like, I got clothes. What the fuck I keep buying clothes for? It's like, damn, I got a little will. Why is I'm trying to put rims on this joint instead of fixing the engine or some shit, or like, or, you know what I mean, instead of trying to get my driver's license. Like, I ain't had no license or nothing. And we'll lose, cops will come take our car, we'll buy another car. I'm like, oh, this shit's stupid. So, I say that to say, for me to end up right here, not in these streets, just trying to figure life out, that wasn't supposed to be the plan for me. Like, I got shot at 18, went to jail so many times, got the shit beat out of me when I was a kid. Pop left home when I was 4. I had a step pop, but it was like, I mean, he got his own shit going on. We ain't really busted up like that. We ain't go to no games and do shit like that. You know what I mean? So I never experienced none of that. So, not saying that that's what's up, but I think all that shit happened to ground me to right here so I can, you know, have that strength to comprehend the next level, because this level don't make sense. Like, I'm not this level, but like the level of just being hood, entertained by stupid shit, and not trying to figure life out wasn't the level I was supposed to stay at. I've been asking questions like, shit don't make no fucking sense. Like how was we slaves, right? How do you bring millions of people over on boats from Africa? Now, first of all, you drove your boat from South Carolina or Texas or whatever the fuck you was at. You drove your boat from Texas. Oh, well, let's just say Philadelphia, because a lot of shit was going on in Philly. You drove your boat from Philadelphia, rode your boat from Philadelphia to Africa, used up a lot of food going and shit, man hours, power, all the way to Africa, picked some folks up, used some energy, lost a couple people trying to do this crazy mission, to come back, do it again, come back, do it again. So what y'all saying, y'all built hundreds of boats? So if y'all built hundreds of boats or thousands of boats, where the fuck is these boats at? Y'all save everything. I'm sure y'all would have saved some shit that would humiliate us and shit, or y'all save every fucking thing. Where the fuck is these boats at? That's for one. Number two, no medication was out back then, right? So you saying You got slave, 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 slave. All right, you got 10 slaves on the bottom. 10 slaves on top of him. 10 slaves on top of him. Etc. And so on and so on and so on, right? Because they claim they brought 200 people back on each boat, right? You got all these people piled up on the bottom of the boat. Where the fuck y'all go to the bathroom at? Or where y'all food at? Where's y'all arms at? Where's these people sleep? Where y'all men sleeping at? How big was this fucking boat? And how many people do it take to capture 200 fucking people? All right, y'all got guns, but these niggas wasn't pussies. Now, come on. Okay, that's number 2. How do y'all transport these people? Number 3, no medication. These people pissing, shitting, all types of shit on each other, right? What time do they eat food? How do y'all feed them and keep them alive? They was that settled, chained up, just chilling, huh? Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, none of that shit makes sense, but, excuse my language, that's for number 1. Number 2. That's number 1, 2, and 3, right? Okay, think about this, right? That time passed. How do you get these people back healthy to crop for y'all if y'all still whipping and beating them to comply right now? These people don't understand English. They don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. How do you explain to them what y'all want them to do? If they wasn't allowed to read books, how did they pick up English to understand what the fuck y'all was talking about? Or whatever language y'all was speaking? Y'all from 2 different parts of the world. Y'all wasn't even on the same page, so it wasn't people over there fluently speaking y'all language. And y'all folk wasn't fluently speaking their language. How did y'all communicate? Okay, you whipped them, so you beating injured slaves that's weak, because how do you get them back to 100% to, you know what I mean? Oh, man, that don't even make sense. Where's you housing all these people at once you get them over here? Millions of people. Who taking care and nourishing these people back? Come on. It was a month or 2-month journeys. These people weak as shit. Y'all weak as shit. But we supposed to believe anything, man. So, I mean, let's fast forward in life, though. Let's take us down to the 60s. Martin Luther King and all that, right? Malcolm X, all that. Now, there was so many white people that did not want to integrate with black people, right? So, black people should have already knew, like, even if these folks agree to comply and treat us fair and we can use their bathrooms and all this shit, what made you think this should have worked? You should have knew that our years and years and years and years and years and years of fighting for this. Once we get it, by the time we get it, they already got a plan in play. They plan us. You already played your hand out, told them what you want. You came through begging. So now, in desperation mode, y'all signed the Civil Rights Act bill and shit, right? Now, look what happened ever since then. Build housing projects for them. Give them WIC. Let's give them food stamps. First of all, let's think of WIC. WIC, do you think this is cool? Let's get this baby some powdered milk that we made in the factory some fucking way, right? Never been introduced to this baby system. It's supposed to be breast milk. We so fucking lazy. Why the fuck is we not breastfeeding our kids? That's the only option. How the fuck do you feel like I want to trust this system to give my baby some shit that they never had in their system before? All this time, they was getting nutrients from the mom. That's what they used to. They need that same shit, man. Now you running around talking about kids got ADHD. No, they just not with that weird shit y'all raised them off of. They just don't want fucking cow milk every day. Like, that don't even make sense. Like, cow milk, though? Our kids running around drinking cow milk, man. eating unborn chickens and shit, eggs for breakfast and shit. Eating pig butt for breakfast. An unborn chicken, pig butt, and fucking pus from a cow. They trained this, they put this shit in our head, man, and fucked us up. Real rap. So that's WIC. Give them free food and food stamps. Let's put them in these housing projects. What the fuck do you think gonna happen? A bunch of depressed, stressed out people living amongst each other like they're in prison. Okay, it's an apartment complex, right? There's still doors and cement everywhere. That's some crazy shit, man. Like, go in any apartment building and see how it's made. White folk, good expensive apartment buildings. It's not no fucking cinder blocks and steel doors. Come on, man. Shit like a jail. I don't even dig it. What the fuck do you think gonna happen with all these people living in this building or in this community, this housing project community? Stressed out. We put drugs in here. Boom. Give them drugs. Let's put a liquor store. Yeah, you can open up a liquor store. Yeah. Liquor store everywhere around this motherfucker, right? Liquor store don't close at 2 in the morning and shit. Liquor stores everywhere. On top of liquor stores being everywhere, guns somehow get into play. Drugs get into play somehow. Now these moms strung out. This was a project or public assistance that's temporarily, yo. They knew a lot of people would naturally get stuck there. They knew that. They knew that this will have our hood fucked up. Let's open up a jail. They been had jails, but okay, got jails and shit. Send them straight to fucking jail. Make bread off of them. Now the mom out here single trying to raise this other nigga. I'm sorry, trying to raise these other kids and shit, stressed the fuck out. How do she go to work and get a babysitter to take care of these kids? No, you stay home and get food stamps and try to make that shit stretch all fucking month, man. And we give you just enough to pay your rent. Yeah, $34. You keep the rest. Man, that's some crazy shit, man, but we fell for it. Fell for that shit. Real rap. Fell for the dad only being able to have factory jobs. No, Pop, open up a fucking business, bro. What do you mean? Like, I know it's hard, but you got street hustlers, right? Street hustlers turn into business owners. Why did we, like, not sell drugs? Street vendors. I remember I'm gonna name a star. He was a street vendor before he made it. I just watching this shit yesterday. Moved out the crib at about 13, 14 and shit. Ended up becoming a street vendor and blowing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can happen to anybody. Not saying you're supposed to fall for the entertainment business either, because that's a whole nother world you really don't want to be about. You don't want, man, listen, man. They gave everybody the illusion that you can be rich. That shit ain't for everybody. I don't even want to be rich, yo. I just want to pay these dumbass bills and just somehow free up some time to be there with my family. I don't want to go out and bust my ass. And the times that I go bust my ass don't, it ain't, according to how my son go to school. So I'm home all day. I got just enough time to pick him up from school. I got just enough time to wake up in the morning, feed him, take him to school. Pick him up at 3:30, 3:15. I'm out the door about 3:45, 4 o'clock. I get off work 1 in the morning. By the time I get home 1 in the morning, the whole house sleep, of course, because they got to get up early. So when Saturday and Sunday come, that's for my son and my family. That ain't even right math. That's half. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, at least it can be like, All right, 4 days I'm home, 3 days I work or something. You know what I'm saying? At least you see me most of the week though. You will barely miss me. I'm home 2 days and work 5. That don't even make sense. I can't live like that the rest of my life. And I be stressed out. Like, I'm a hustler. I'm gonna make money. Like, it seemed like, oh, damn, babe, you make $20 an hour. Keep that job. So, you know what I mean? My wife, she feel like I should be grateful. Oh, I got a good job. That's not no fucking good job. I'm missing my son whole fucking childhood. Over $20 a fucking hour? Don't even make sense. That shit stressed me out so much. Like, you can see the pain in my eyes. Like, I'm tearing up now. That shit killing me. Yeah, I went to Mexico and I went to Canada and Disney World and Bahamas, Aruba, all that shit this year. But who gives a fuck? Them couple days don't mount up to me being with my son every day. Oh, man, shit don't even make sense. Like, real rap. So when the weekend come, it's like I'm jittery. Like, all right, give me 1 second. So I'm gonna do this real quick. Cause I'm still trying to like put shit in play for me and him and shit. Cause it's like, damn, I gotta cook dinner and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know, I gotta run to the market real quick and shit. You know what I mean? I might put some shit on offer up, run to the garage, meet a person out back or some shit. Or I'm trying to develop a game on the computer for me and him. You know what I mean? Cause we be, developing little games and whatnot. So it's like that whole Saturday and Sunday is still really not his, because it'd be like all week I worked. You know what I mean? So it's like, like I stopped making commitments to other people and friends and family and all that shit. It's like, I changed my number so much. It's like, man, I got to be loyal to my kid, my wife. Like, the fuck? Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but I can't say, oh, yeah, Saturday come, I'm going to rock out with you. No, I can't go with you. I can't chill with you. You can't even come over my house. Like, real rap, I'm sorry. I got a family and shit. Like, real rap, I just had a store. Man, it's like, now I'm working double. Saturday and Sunday come, it's like, I still want to be at the store. You know what I mean? Like, because the store was only open from, all right, I dropped him off to school. The store was like open like 9:30 to like 2:30. Some weird ass hours. Like, damn, I barely see boys. So I let that shit go. Couldn't get it popping. Like, I mean, I'm honest, man. I don't care. This is my life. But I feel like the way this shit was set up is like, you was never supposed to meant to be rich, bro. Like, it's for a selective few. Unless you're a fucking genius and you just come up with a brilliant fucking idea. Like, real rap. Not saying it can't happen, but you'll go to college, right? And find a job to make fucking $20 an hour like I make. I make way more than some people with degrees and shit. It's not the fucking life. Like, you gotta really think of something to get you a business just to maintain. Not to become rich. If it happened, cool. We all blow up. But just open up a business so you can pay for your own medical and you can start your own fucking 401k, basically a retirement plan and shit. I mean, whatever. Invest your own bread. Like, you can go to work and work these weird ass hours like I work and worry about your IRA and your 401k and say fuck your family. Now, if you was a single man, like this would be the perfect job. Because, yes, I got an IRA, you got 401k, free benefits, all that shit. My wife loved the security of that shit. And she a nurse, so it's like we caking. You know what I mean? We make good bread, but, like, fuck that. Like, you tripping. Like, nah. Like, I need to come up with something. So I got a 5-year plan. And I'm cool with that. Like, I'm not going to quit my job right now. I'm not fucking stupid. I got a 5-year plan. Real rap. And if I can do it soon, I will. But I got a 5-year plan. Finish investing in my 401k and my IRA for the next 5 years and shit. I mean, I'm about to double my 401k at my job, and I'm going to double my IRA, right? That's going to make me make a little less a week, but I'm cool with that, right? Now, I need a 5-year plan and scripting. Developing code. By that time, my son will be 10. Still a kid. Excuse my hand. Still a kid. He developing code. We developing code. By that time, we develop a major game. an idea and something that's just so, no copying off of other people, but something so brilliant that we come up with together, and we can use those funds to continue the fun of the games. 5-year plan. I'm on my 4th book. I wrote 4 books. My wife wrote one. I'm sorry, I wrote 3 books, right? Little ebooks. She pressed for the hard copy. I said, "Babe, it's gonna come." Like, kind of, you know what I mean? Kind of crazy right now. I think about $4 a copy. It's like 3,000 some change a copy to self-publish, right? Which is cool. Ain't bad. And I told her we can eventually do that. But when I print up them hard copies, this type plan is I want to have a few book signers already in play, right? Jersey, Delaware, Philadelphia. How can I go on a book tour, invest that kind of time right now with this job? Maybe a few on the weekends and stuff like that. That's taken from my son. So I gotta be careful what I sign up for right now, like anything. So it's wrecking my brain, but, and 5-year plan with YouTube too. Like, I don't expect to put no, like, I got a couple years in now, but I don't expect to like put a video up and it go viral. But I'm gonna keep just busting this knowledge down with y'all, and y'all gonna respect it. I mean, if not, I lose subscribers every day. I know it's private. You don't see how many I got, but I got almost 3,000. I got like 2,800 or something. But I'm attached to the subscribers that's genuinely I'm gaining, right? Because I think half of the subscribers I got is from the video I put up at the school, so they probably still expect negative shit, like for me to keep putting up dumb shit. But like, I put a couple of my rap songs up. That's just my time machine. I mean, I thought maybe a few subscribers I could share with a couple of people, but I don't expect none of my stuff to go viral. I'm trying to gain genuine subscribers from this point on that just want to see my journey and becoming a better man. So this is now Black Man Winning. And my channel is BMW, Black Man Winning. And I'm rocking with that. Now, King Champ and everything else. Well, King Champ was just Journey, so that's cool. But like, I forget what my name was before, but like, I'm on a different mission, man, and I appreciate everybody rocking, man. Seriously, man. Thank you, man. Go.